Hey guys, here, Ralph Havens here. And you know, I get asked from time to time from different sorts of people, what do you do, Ralph? And it could be a friend, it could be somebody in an online business, an online entrepreneur, it could be somebody dealing with a chronic pain or anxiety. And I think the best way for me to describe it is to tell a little story. And you know, I had a client years ago who came to see me, and she was from another state, and she found me here in Bellingham. And let me just close this door. And she'd had chronic headaches and neck pain and back pain for a long time, for a couple years, and it wasn't getting better after a car wreck. And when I saw her, I'm able to see things. $750,000 of training and 10 years of my life from 2000 to 2010, studying with a medical intuitive healer named Sharon G. Mateo. I was able to see stuff. And what I saw for this lady was deep spiritual pain. It was grief and sadness and despair. It was in her lungs. And you might say, well, how do you do that, Ralph? Well, the key is I can do that. And, you know, it's just, you know, what I do for a living. So I found that and I cleared it. And it's a technique. And her headaches and neck pain and back pain went away. Now, I didn't know anything about her history. When it started to heal, she said, what are you doing? Because this is finally making a difference. And so I told her, you know, we had found grief and sadness and despair in her lungs, and she was protecting herself from that. And that's what she told me what had happened. A couple of people, very important people, young people, died in her life. And very tragic, some of the most tragic stuff you could imagine. And her body was protecting her from a deep spiritual pain. Nobody wants to feel that kind of pain. And on her last visit, she was well, and she said, you know, I think the reason I came to see you the reason I had a car wreck was to come to see you and really let this go. And so what I do is help people find what's the reason they're dealing with their suffering, their pain, their conditions. It could be anxiety, like it was in my case. And for the online entrepreneurs, the anxiety and the fear and the imposter syndrome that gets in the way of them making money, the story of Bridget is a great story. And that's someone who saw me in a group setting first. I'm a coach for a high influence healer, a high impact influencer. And he has me in his group to help with the healing for the entrepreneurs because he knows how important that is. The inner game, the mindset, the inner fears and anxieties, it can really get in the way of somebody making money in business. And when we did her session, we found deep pain and sadness from her childhood. And she was stuck at $3,000 a month. Well, after we saw her, she made $8,000 that 24 hours. She sent me a wonderful little Facebook message. I screenshotted it, and I'll put it here somewhere. And she made $22,000 in the first month, and then $50,000, and then $50,000. She's on course to make, she's going to be 7 figures here pretty soon. And what was in the way was a protection of a deep hurt from her past, from her childhood. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever's going on, there's a real good reason. And what I found in my healing work for 36 years to help with chronic illnesses and autoimmune and chronic pain is there's a protection. Your body's very smart and it's protecting you from something. It could be mental and emotional pain and anguish. It could be spiritual pain. It could be a physical pain or a toxin. The key is to find out what it's protecting you from and to heal it. For the entrepreneurs, it's also, you know, the anxiety, the fear, the imposter syndrome. There's a reason that's going on. And you could try to change your mindset and your beliefs and your thoughts and all that stuff. And that can be useful, but it doesn't really clear it. You have to keep doing that. And what I do is find that and clear it. So a long bit of a story, a little bit longer than I thought. But when I think of like, what do I do? What do you do for a living, Ralph? I help people heal. And I help them find what's really causing it and let it go. And so they can live the life they want to live. So let me know what you're dealing with. I'd love to point you in directions. I've got lots of videos and things that you can watch and do, and I can direct you, and just reach out. If you're dealing with something, let me know, and I can send you some healing videos. I'm kind of stuck inside today. We live out by Lake Whatcom in Bellingham, Washington, and it's very smoky. We got away without a lot of smoke this year, but it's very smoky now. So I'm inside, and hope you're having a really good day. We're having a good day even with the smoke. All right, you guys. Let's get out there, let's heal ourselves and heal the world.